Right, this is take 2 of the video, because during take 1, Java decided that the auto updater had to run. I only run Java for one thing. The only reason I've got Java is for Minecraft. Anyway, so, people have asked me to do these vlogs, so I'll try and do at least one a week, and I've got organised. And by getting organised, what I actually mean is I've closed Skype, so you won't hear the Skype noises throughout the video. Okay, so peer reviewing. So the game is in peer review. We've had 1 review so far. We need 8. There's not been any sort of excitement or controversy, thankfully, this time. So we're going through review just like any other game, which takes normally about 10 days. So I reviewed all of the games that I could feasibly manage on Saturday. So I did about 10 games. One very good one called Quadra Smash, I think it was called. That looks like it might be lots of fun when it comes out. So I reviewed a bunch of games on Saturday, and then I had another look today, which is Monday, and I noticed that the queue hadn't really changed or moved. So if you're an indie game developer, if you've got Creative Club membership, don't forget, review the other games. Not just FortressCraft, there's a lot of games out there, and they're not getting the reviews they need. Some of them are not very good, some of them are very good, and they just need that sort of love from the rest of the community. So if you've got Creative Club membership, while you're reviewing the video, watching the video, go and download some of these games. So 104 isn't out yet. So what you're seeing here is a combination of 104 and 1.1. It's so 104. One of the things I did is I reworked the menus slightly. So enter world, reset world, rather than load and new, because it just worked a bit better. So let's see what we can see. So the first thing I'll talk about is the normals. So it's not really normals, it's actually screen space distortion, but I originally wrote the code for water. So that's why it's called normals, because you deform the normals for water. So turn on. So you can see the torches, they've got the smoke and they've got the flames, but what they don't have is like heat haze. Turn the distortion on, and you'll get the little heat haze coming off them, so they actually distort. Now it doesn't work properly because it doesn't, you notice it's distorting stuff that's in front of it. So that's still to come, but that lets me twiddle with the other things. So I can add some water. So now, when you get the underwater effect, when you leave the water, it's sort of goopy down the screen effect. It needs to be toned down a little bit. If it's a little over the top, it's more like you've got glue going over your eyes. But again, started with the normal space there, so that's been a sort of a work in progress. What else has happened? So we've also, those of you on the Twitter, again, at @Fortress_Craft, if you're not on the Twitter, that really is the best way of getting information. We've just broken 200,000 sales, which again is incredible. You're going to get very tired of me saying this, but like I said, I never expected anything like this. I mean, it's still selling like much more than I really expected it to, which is amazing. Right, I'm just collecting these so that they shut up a little bit. So what else is? So one of the things that has happened due to much requesting is now to build, it is the right trigger, as you can see, and to delete, it is now the left trigger. So it is no longer the bumpers, it is the triggers. I have had so many requests for this. You don't have to pull the triggers down the way, you barely have to touch them. So that's now implemented. Now the reason I did that was partly because people kept complaining at me about it, and partly so I can use the bumpers. So the bumpers are now used to cycle through your active weapon. So as you can see, just like most first-person shooters, you can now dive between the weapons you've got activated. So this means no faffing about in the menus when you want to select your different things. So we've got the ray gun, we've got the freeze ray, got that. We have the ban hammer, and you can notice that the text in ban hammer is actually back to front. We've got that, and we've got that. For those of you who speak Japanese, you should work out what that one is almost immediately. So, what else have I done? So one thing I've been playing with, what happened here, this is the sort of, people always ask me, how are you doing stuff, how are you building stuff, and usually I go, look, I don't really have a clue what I'm doing, I kind of make stuff up as I go along. And it's very true. So Andy, bless him, the 3D artist, he modelled me a model and said, what can you do with this? And I was like, I don't know, I'll work something out. So Andy modelled me this rather fabulous tank thing, which is currently provisionally called the Little Digger, or Lil Digger. And that's because that's what he named the file. So we've got this Lil Digger, and I was like, what can I do with this? So this is partly what I'm going to try and do with the whole community thing, because I'm not exactly sure what to do with it. I've got some ideas, I've got some cool stuff that kind of works, and I've got this kind of stuff that kind of doesn't, so I'll kind of show you what it does at the minute. But it's nice actually, flipping through weapons like that. So what happens currently is when you place the digger down, I don't remember the right trick controls now, if you find a nice bit, so as you can see I've been playing with the diggers a lot, so this is why my landscape's all a terrible mess. Let's find some where I haven't been messing with it. There we go. So, put the digger down, and the digger actually starts to drill through the landscape for you. So he'll go forward for about 60 seconds. Currently, if you push the right trigger, it will explode after 60 seconds, and if you push the left trigger, it won't. So hopefully, assuming I've not messed the code up, which is possible, he will go forward and he'll explode. So now you can make quite good tunnels. I'll just leave them go, and I'll find out or I'll try. So I'll start trying to take you through why I'm having problems with these guys. So they need to be useful. They can't just be fun, though. Wrong button. But you can make quite good tunnels now, which is like automated tunnels. That was a bit of a crappy angle. Never mind, it's my own fault. So they got the angle, you put them down, so you can actually now go away. So I can leave those going, I can go back to the first one. I'll still be doing this little pointless thing here. Probably blow up in a second, or he'll disappear. So he's actually dug himself down inside this this bit here. He's in there somewhere doing his thing. But yeah, they go forwards and explode. So what they are quite good for is for levelling a big section of land, because there's currently no limits on how many I can put down. So I can just put a whole bunch of them down like that, and they'll flatten out that entire area for me. Look fairly cool while they do it. So all the minion code, like all of the instancing code, doesn't have lighting, so they're just very bright all the time. So that's on the to-do list, is to actually brighten it up. So the original plan with these was to try and help people who wanted to flatten out areas, but people who don't want to create a new world, is to actually make these into a useful tool. The problem is they tend to leave bits, and they're a bit slow. I can make them quick, but then they just look stupid. So I'm kind of trying to work out what I can do with them. So I'm up for ideas, sensible ones. Part of the idea is you don't just steer it around. It's not just like a remote control thing. It's actually autonomous, and it goes off and it does its thing while you go off and do your thing. So if we go back to that tunnel I made earlier, hopefully, yeah, there we go. Oops, I did actually press the explode button, didn't I? So yeah, so they actually went through and they made the tunnel without me. Oh, actually no, that was one I made earlier. Yeah, that's what you get when you... I don't create new worlds, I just find bits I haven't destroyed the old worlds. I have a funny feeling I may have created all these with the same button. So I have a funny feeling in a few seconds these all might explode. But yeah, I'm interested for ideas for what you guys think that we should actually do with these things here. You know, what should these guys do? Because these are part of chapter 1. These aren't minions. The graphics code will probably get used again for some reason. They'll probably exist in chapter 2, but not doing this sort of thing. But see, the main problem with them, I think, is that they don't make something that's tall enough to walk through. They make something that's only tall enough for a midget. Any midgets watching, I realise that that's great for you, but for everybody else, it's not so useful. Yeah, now if I make it with the other button, I'll put down 4 with one button, and I'll put down 4 with the other button. So I was considering maybe they can move in spirals. Someone suggested they can move towards something, but of course the problem moving towards something is they'll all then diverge on a point. You really kind of want to... You almost want to draw out an area and have them just clear the area for you. I mean, again, yes, as people keep putting out YouTube, this is all pointless if you've got the fill tool, but obviously that's not really a gameplay feature. That's kind of more of a... I didn't get rid of the fill tool. You know, the fill tool's there for people to play, but it's not really there for real gameplay. It's just for convenience. So, you know, for server owners and things like that. So a bit of luck, these guys will explode in a minute. Some of them will. I'm certain that one of these sets will explode at the end of their corridor. But yeah, I'm up for ideas for how to make these better, and how to make them more awesome and more useful. I could do it so you could... Currently they go flat. I could do it so you can angle them at any angle you like. Oh, there you go. See, so they'll explode at the end of their... Oops. Right. What's quite cool is you can actually send the exploding ones off and just send them off into the distance. And they'll actually just end up making stuff you'd explore. So if you're looking for relics, it's fine. If this was the Chapter 2 gameplay and you're looking for minerals and stuff, that would be very cool, because you just send them off and they just sort of... almost prospecting. They're looking for you, which is kind of handy. But that's not what Chapter 1's about. Chapter 1 is mostly about supplying tools for people to create stuff with, rather than traditional gameplay. So I'm playing with stuff. And that's how game development works. And people say to me, oh, you just planned to rip off Minecraft. I'm like, no, I didn't. I did a little Vox engine, then I wanted to do this, and I felt like this. And today, Andy was saying you should fix up these minions here. She fixed up these things. So I came up with a reason for them, put them in, and that's been fun. It's not completely pointless, because I've had to rewrite all the weapon code now, slot load stuff, so it uses up less RAM. I will try and show you that at the end, so it might just crash. I can't remember if it works. So there's some debug code to actually look at like RAM allocation and stuff. And I've been trying to get that down, because the Xbox does not have very much RAM. I mean, my video card on this is a laptop that I'm doing, so the video card on this laptop is 3 times as much RAM as the Xbox. Playing it or talking, I mean, this is, I'm getting the feeling that maybe the minions would be better if they drilled a hole, moved forwards, and then fired a beam up, so they made a corridor that's too high, like TWO, not TOO. Don't know. But as you can see, they do actually end up making some nice caves and some interesting bits and bobs. Lots of fun. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So peer review is going. It's going quietly, but it's going without stress, which is quite nice. So I'm not like massively worried. I'm not like I was worried like with the last ones where, we were having people failing it, and I'm like, but we've had all these terrible bugs in the game that need to be fixed. Now, 1.04, it fixes a few things, it makes a few things nicer, but it doesn't really massively change things. So I'm not like stressing over it. Oh, the banhammer. People have asked me about the banhammer. The banhammer is quite fun. The idea of the banhammer is when the server gets out the banhammer, you'll probably have a boring menu kick as well, but I thought this would be quite fun. So what it'll do is the player will have two buttons. So one of them will be hit and one of them will be freeze. So when you use the freeze, you'll freeze all the other players in the world, and then you'll be able to walk over to them and hit with the hammer, and hopefully they'll shatter in some sort of way, and that's how you'll kick them off the world. So if you want to go through the menu and select from the list, that's fine. I'll probably allow that, but I thought it was kind of nice to actually stick with a non-fourth wall breaking way of doing it. And that's what I'm trying to do with a lot of these things is, I mean, again, I want to have effects for people arriving in the world, so they don't just, spawn like they do currently. They'll actually teleport in and stuff. Speaking of teleporters as well, yes, I know you want teleporters, I know you want stairs, I know you want doors, I know you want half blocks, I know all of these things. People ask me so much, and I keep saying, yes, I know, I just haven't done it. Doing little robot minions with drills on the front, that's fun. Writing code to put stairs in the game, not fun. So sometimes I just do stuff that's fun, rather than what is I should probably be doing. One last thing, just broke 3,600 Twitter followers. You may have heard me pause there because the correct parlance is tweeps, which is a quite frankly terrible word, and I hate using it. But yeah, 3,600 tweeps. I don't know if this entitles me to like a t-shirt maybe, or a badge, or a medal. I don't know. But overall, again, I'm worried every time I say something, 3,600 people get it sent to their phone or their email client or wherever. So 3,600 people saw me strap an Xbox to the back of my bike over the weekend. Which got back fine, so I have an Xbox right here, brand new Xbox, so I'm actually capable of continuing with Xbox development. I don't have to worry about doing stuff to the PC and then making it work on the Xbox later on. So yeah, as always, leave a comment if you've got anything exciting to say. If you've got ways you think these things could be improved, let me know. I can make them bigger. I can make them big, but I kind of want them to be these cute little robot minion things because they're kind of cute right now. And they sort of drive into it, they drill, thing pops, move on to the next one. But yeah, any ideas? Let me know. Otherwise, I will just carry on fiddling with them and get on with other stuff. I'll see if the memory thing works. So yeah, I'll see if the memory thing works after I've said goodbye. So thanks everyone again for following. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for all the support. And you've nearly all been completely awesome. Some people haven't, but they're probably not subscribers anyway. Actually, having said that, one guy subscribed to my video just to have a go at me. I don't know what's wrong with people, honestly. They're all weird. You're all weird. Every one of you listening to this video, you're strange, crazy people. Anyway, so having just insulted my entire YouTube community, hi guys. And there's the explosion, and see there's the hole. That's one of the things on the list to fix. When you use explosions, sometimes they leave this annoying hole, and you can sort of see what's on the hole. You can see that stuff's there, and if you shoot, green appears. Goodbye. Sort of see what's going on. Very weird. So that's on the list to fix, but next patch will also have much improved performance, improved lighting, lots of stuff will be fixed up, and less memory will be used up, so more memory for creations. So thank you everyone for following me, and I will try and do something a bit more exciting for next week, so that there is something more exciting to show. And just as I go, I will just send a whole raft of minions off into the blue yonder. And again, let me know if you think that's cool. If you think that this is cool to have yellow tanky robot drill minion things that drive along the landscape and bounce down fairly unconvincingly. Let me know. If you think it's a terrible idea and you'd much rather have ice cream trucks, let me know. I'll go quiet now so you can just watch them drive along. Oh yeah, they don't have any sound effects yet. Part of this video, so this video actually has multiple purposes. It's to show you guys what I've been doing. It's to show DMP Design how bad the texture looks in game. It's to show Andy that he needs to put more detail on the back of them, because that's what you see mostly. And it's to show Hypersonic Audio, the guys doing our audio, what these guys look like, so they can do sound effects for it. So this is actually a work presentation as well as just funsies. They don't make noises. I've just realized they don't even make the build and remove noise. That's very naughty. But yeah, they'll all make noises. They make little engine noises of some sort. So there we go. And if it's still recording, yes, bring up the memory display does crash it. Thank you all for watching. Don't know if this bit's cut off. See